Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about something that many of us start to experience and sometimes struggle with as we pass the age of 40, and that is sleep quality. Have you ever noticed that sleep doesn't seem as deep and continuous as it used to be? Maybe you fall asleep easily, but wake up at 2 a.m. and toss and turn, unable to fall back asleep. Or you spend enough hours in bed, but still feel tired the next morning, as if you haven't truly rested the night before? Perhaps you've wondered why sleep, a basic human need, becomes harder as we age, especially after 40. Is this just an inevitable part of aging? Or are there other factors at play? And more importantly, what can we do to improve the situation? Today, we will together explore improving sleep quality after 40, why it gets harder, and how to sleep better. Delving into understanding the biological changes and lifestyle factors that make sleep more challenging at this age, specifically for young and middle-aged people in the U.S., in a scientific, practical, and hopeful way, so you not only face the problem, but also equip yourself with effective knowledge and tools to find restful nights again. Improving your health and quality of life. Dear friends, for young and middle-aged people in the U.S., quality sleep is the foundation of health and performance. However, with the demands of work, family, and life pressures, maintaining sufficient and good sleep has already been a challenge. And as we pass 40, this challenge seems to increase. Why is talking about sleep after 40 important for this audience? For younger people, understanding these potential changes helps them build good habits now to prepare for the future. While for those who are at or over 40, identifying the problems and causes helps them find appropriate solutions. Studies on sleep and aging have clearly shown that as we age, sleep structure changes, sleep-related hormone levels decline, and underlying health issues or medications become more common, all contributing to decreased sleep quality. Lack of sleep or poor quality sleep not only makes you tired, irritable, and difficulty concentrating, but also increases the risk of serious chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, cognitive decline, and negatively affects mental health. Improving sleep after 40 is an essential investment in your health and clarity in the years to come. So, why exactly does sleep become harder after 40? We will delve into the main scientifically proven reasons. The first reason, changes in structure, is changes in sleep architecture. As we age, the amount of deep sleep, slow-wave sleep, the most crucial recovery stage for the body, significantly decreases. At the same time, sleep becomes lighter and more easily disrupted by noise or discomfort. We also spend less time in REM sleep. Why do changes in sleep architecture make sleep less restful? Because deep sleep is when the body repairs tissues, consolidates memories, and releases growth hormone. Reduced deep sleep makes you feel less recovered the next morning. Even if you spent enough hours in bed, light and fragmented sleep prevents you from getting the continuous rest needed. Example: you might find yourself waking up easily during the night from a small noise, or feel very difficult to wake up fully alert in the morning, even after 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Work, family. Accumulated fatigue due to lack of deep sleep affects concentration and work productivity. Feeling impatient when interacting with colleagues or family members. Mechanism: age-related changes in brain structure and function affecting sleep regulatory centers. How to reduce the impact. Focus on maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Ensure an optimal sleep environment, dark, quiet, cool. Avoid alcohol and caffeine before bed as they disrupt sleep architecture. The second reason, hormonal fluctuations, is hormonal shifts. Melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate sleep production, typically declines with age, making it harder to regulate the sleep-wake cycle. Simultaneously, changes in sex hormones, especially during perimenopause and menopause in women, and testosterone decline in men, can cause sleep disturbances like hot flashes or sleep apnea. Why do hormonal fluctuations affect sleep? Because melatonin is the conductor of the biological clock. When it decreases, the sleepiness signal in the evening weakens. Imbalances in sex hormones can cause physical symptoms, hot flashes, or affect breathing function during sleep, sleep apnea. Example: you might find it difficult to fall asleep at your usual bedtime, or wake up too early in the morning unable to fall back asleep. Women might experience sleepless nights due to hot flashes. Men might notice increased snoring or their partner reporting pauses in breathing during sleep. Work, family. Daytime sleepiness affecting work performance and ability to participate in after-work activities. Relationship strain with a partner if snoring loudly or having other sleep issues. Mechanism: age-related decline in melatonin production by the pineal gland. Imbalances in estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone affecting body systems related to sleep. How to reduce the impact? Optimize exposure to natural light during the day to support melatonin production. Minimize exposure to blue light from electronic devices in the evening. Discuss hormone therapy for women or other treatment options for sleep-disrupting symptoms with your doctor. Get screened for sleep apnea if you have signs, loud snoring. Daytime sleepiness. The third reason, the burden of health, is underlying health conditions. After 40, the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, restless legs syndrome, prostate issues in men, GERD, and mental health problems like depression and anxiety increases. Many of these conditions can directly or indirectly interfere with sleep. Why do underlying health conditions affect sleep? Because the symptoms of these conditions, like pain, discomfort, frequent need to urinate, can wake you up during the night. And also, the conditions themselves can affect the sleep regulatory centers in the brain. Example: chronic joint pain making it hard to find a comfortable sleeping position and often waking you up due to pain. Restless legs syndrome causing uncomfortable sensations in your legs that prevent you from lying still and falling asleep. Increased need to urinate at night due to prostate issues in men, or anxiety and sadness due to depression, anxiety making it hard to fall asleep or stay asleep. Work, family. Sleep disruption due to illness symptoms affecting ability to work and participate in family activities. Mechanism: pain, physical discomfort, the impact of specific diseases on physiological systems related to sleep. Psychological impact of illness. How to reduce the impact. Manage your underlying health conditions effectively with your doctor. Specifically discuss sleep disturbances as a symptom with your doctor to get appropriate treatment. The fourth reason, medication side effects, is medications you are taking. After 40, it becomes more common to take prescription or over-the-counter medications to treat health problems. However, many medications can have side effects that disrupt sleep. Why do medications affect sleep? because they can contain stimulants. Some cold medications, weight loss drugs, affect neurotransmitters related to sleep. Some antidepressants, blood pressure medications, or cause symptoms, like increased urination, that wake you up. Example: blood pressure medication might cause difficulty falling asleep or waking up at night. Some antidepressants can disrupt sleep architecture. Diuretics used for heart, blood pressure issues might increase nighttime urination. Work, family, sleep difficulties or fatigue due to medication side effects affecting alertness and work performance during the day. Mechanism: various mechanisms depending on the medication, stimulating effects, altering neurotransmitter activity, increasing excretion. How to reduce the impact. Review all medications you are taking, both prescription and over-the-counter, with your doctor to understand potential sleep impacts. Ask your doctor if you can change the dosage, timing of the medication, or switch to a different medication to minimize the impact on sleep. The fifth reason: accumulated habits, is accumulated lifestyle factors and bad habits. Unhealthy sleep habits we maintain for years, inconsistent schedule, excessive caffeine, alcohol, screen time before bed, lack of exercise, have a cumulative negative impact and become harder to overcome as the body's resilience decreases with age. Why do accumulated bad habits affect sleep after 40? Because the body after 40 is less flexible in adjusting to sleep disruptions caused by bad habits. The biological clock can also become more sensitive to disruptions. Example: the habit of drinking coffee in the late afternoon to stay awake after a long workday makes it hard to fall asleep in the evening. Spending hours watching TV or scrolling on your phone in bed before sleep stimulates the brain. An inconsistent sleep schedule on weekends disrupts the biological clock for the entire week. Work, family. Habit of working late or using electronic devices related to work before bed affects ability to relax. Lack of exercise due to family busyness prevents the body from being sufficiently tired to sleep well. Mechanism: disrupting the natural circadian rhythm, suppressing sleep drive, increasing unwanted alertness. How to reduce the impact. Seriously review and adjust your sleep habits. Establish a consistent sleep-wake schedule even on weekends. Reduce caffeine and alcohol, especially in the afternoon and evening. Create a relaxing, no electronic devices routine at least 1 hour before bed. Incorporate regular physical activity during the day. The sixth reason: the overload of worries, is increased burden of responsibilities and worries. Middle age often comes with the peak of career demands. Caring for children, who might be teenagers or preparing for college, and/or aging parents. Financial pressures, and many other worries. All of these contribute to stress and anxiety, making it hard for the mind to turn off at night. Why does the overload of worries affect sleep? Because when you are stressed and anxious, your body releases cortisol. This hormone increases alertness and makes it hard to relax enough to fall asleep or stay asleep. A mind full of thoughts keeps you tossing and turning. Example: lying in bed thinking about an important work project deadline, worrying about your children's college tuition, or the health of your aging parents. Finding it hard to turn off your brain and fall asleep. Work, family. Stress from work or family issues preventing you from relaxing in the evening, affecting your ability to fall asleep. Mechanism: increased activity of the sympathetic nervous system and HPA axis due to stress. causing excessive alertness. How to reduce the impact. Practice stress management techniques before bed, short meditation, deep breathing, journaling about your worries earlier in the evening. Schedule worry time during the day to address those thoughts. Seek support from a therapist if anxiety is chronic. The seventh reason, environmental sensitivity, is environmental factors. With age, the body can become more sensitive to disruptions from the sleep environment such as noise, light, or temperature. Why does the environment become more sensitive? Because sleep is lighter, making you more easily awakened by external factors. Example: your partner's snoring, street noise outside, or street light shining into the room might wake you up and make it hard to fall back asleep. Feeling too hot or too cold at night affecting sleep comfort. Work, family. Noise from other family members waking up earlier or going to bed later can disturb your sleep. Mechanism: lighter sleep, increased brain sensitivity to environmental stimuli. How to reduce the impact. Optimize your sleep environment. Use thick blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine to reduce noise. Adjust room temperature appropriately. Use comfortable bedding and pillows. The eighth reason, circadian rhythm shift, is changes in circadian rhythm. Some people as they age may experience a natural shift in their body's internal clock, suprachiasmatic nucleus, leading to feeling sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up earlier in the morning, advanced sleep phase. Why does a shifted circadian rhythm affect sleep? Because it makes you feel sleepy at a time when society, work, family, is still active, and wake up when everyone else is still sleeping, making it hard to maintain a normal routine and potentially leading to sleep deprivation if you try to fight your biological clock. Example: feeling very sleepy around 8 to 9 p.m. but wide awake at 4 to 5 a.m. even if you went to bed earlier. Difficulty staying awake for evening social events or activities. Mechanism: age-related changes in the activity of the suprachiasmatic nucleus, the brain's master clock center. How to reduce the impact. Adjust your daily schedule to align with your new circadian rhythm if possible. Optimize light exposure. Bright light in the morning to signal the body to be alert. Reduce light in the evening. The ninth reason, hidden disorders, is sleep apnea and other sleep disorders. The risk of sleep apnea and restless legs syndrome increases with age, and these disorders can severely disrupt sleep without the individual even realizing the cause. Why are these disorders more common after 40? Because muscle relaxation, including muscles in the airway, tends to increase with age. And other factors related to weight or health can also play a role. Example: your partner might notice you snoring very loudly, having pauses in breathing, or gasping for air while sleeping, signs of sleep apnea. You might experience uncomfortable, restless sensations or uncontrollable urges to move your legs while at rest. Especially in the evening, restless legs syndrome. Work, family. Excessive daytime sleepiness despite getting enough hours of sleep. Irritability. Difficulty concentrating, affecting quality of life and relationships. Mechanism: sleep apnea occurs when the airway is blocked or narrowed during sleep. Restless legs syndrome is related to neurological factors. How to reduce the impact. If you or your partner notice signs of sleep apnea or restless legs syndrome, see a doctor immediately. A sleep study can accurately diagnose and recommend appropriate treatment, e.g. CPAP machine for sleep apnea. The 10th reason, Anxiety about sleep itself. Is psychology and anxiety about sleep itself? Paradoxically, worrying too much about not being able to sleep, sleep anxiety, can become a vicious cycle, making it even harder to fall asleep and worsening the problem over time. Why is anxiety about sleep a problem? Because when you worry about sleeping, your body releases stress hormones, increasing alertness, making it even harder to relax and fall asleep. The bed becomes a source of stress instead of rest. Example: feeling anxious as bedtime approaches, tossing and turning in bed and constantly checking the clock, having negative thoughts about sleeplessness and its consequences, feeling frustrated and helpless, work, family. Anxiety about sleep affecting mood during the day, making it hard to concentrate on work or enjoy time with family. Mechanism: increased alertness due to cognitive stress related to sleep, forming a negative association between the bed and anxiety. How to reduce the impact? Learn relaxation techniques, meditation, deep breathing. Get out of bed if you can't sleep after 20 minutes and only return when you feel sleepy. Avoid catastrophic thinking about sleep. Consider cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, a very effective method. Fueling your sleep. Nutrition and diet to support restful nights. Although nutrition is not the only factor, certain foods and nutrients can influence sleep-regulating chemicals in the brain, help manage stress, stabilize blood sugar, and support overall health, thereby indirectly contributing to better sleep quality. Eating for better sleep. Nourishing your body for restful nights. Integrating food section. Focus on cognitive function. Energy. Overall well-being. Stress management. A diet focused on whole foods and balanced nutrients can create a physiological state more conducive to sleep. Foods containing tryptophan, an amino acid that is a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, which regulate sleep and mood. Sources: turkey, chicken, nuts, almonds, walnuts, seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, dairy, fish, eggs, beans, lentils. Mechanism: provides the building block for sleep-inducing neurotransmitters, hormones. Foods rich in magnesium can help promote relaxation and reduce muscle tension and anxiety, which can interfere with sleep. Sources: leafy greens, spinach, kale, nuts, almonds, cashews, seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, whole grains, beans. Mechanism: involved in muscle and nerve function regulation. Stress response: foods rich in calcium also plays a role in melatonin production. Sources: dairy, leafy greens, fortified plant milks. Mechanism: involved in the pathway of melatonin synthesis. Complex carbohydrates, when consumed as part of a balanced evening meal, can help make tryptophan more available to the brain and promote relaxation. Sources: whole grains, sweet potatoes. Mechanism: influence blood sugar and amino acid uptake into the brain. Healthy fats, omega-3s, reduce inflammation and support brain health, including memory and concentration, which suffer from poor sleep, and also influencing mood, stress, creating a healthier overall state for sleep. Sources: fatty fish, salmon, sardines, walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. Mechanism: anti-inflammatory properties. Components of brain cell membranes. Support neuronal function and mood. B vitamins. Support nervous system function and energy metabolism. managing fatigue and supporting overall well-being, which can indirectly help with sleep. Sources: whole grains, lean protein, eggs, leafy greens. How to incorporate simple sleep-supporting nutrition. Avoid heavy or greasy meals close to bedtime. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the afternoon and evening. Consider a light, sleep-friendly snack before bed, e.g. a small bowl of oatmeal. A handful of almonds, a banana. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Avoid excessive fluid intake right before bed. Mechanism summary. These nutrients support the production of sleep-regulating chemicals, promote relaxation, help manage stress, and contribute to overall physical and mental health, creating a better internal environment for achieving quality sleep. Even as you age. Simple recipe ideas. Focus on sleep support. A small bowl of oatmeal with banana and a few nuts contains complex carbs. Tryptophan, magnesium, potassium, chamomile tea before bed, calming. A small piece of turkey or chicken breast with a small sweet potato for dinner, tryptophan. Complex carbs. A handful of almonds, magnesium. Nutritional advice. Warnings. Nutrition is a supportive tool. It's not a magic bullet for severe sleep disorders. Avoid large doses of supplements without medical advice. Consult a doctor or registered dietitian for personalized advice, especially if you have sleep disorders. Chronic health conditions, like diabetes, which affects blood sugar and sleep, or are taking medications that can interact with food, supplements. Describing users' feelings. Before understanding why sleep is harder after 40. Perhaps you often felt tired, irritable, difficulty concentrating, worried about long-term health, felt frustrated and less capable, felt that poor sleep quality was affecting your relationships and making you look older than your age. But when you understand the causes and actively apply improvement methods, you will feel hope and empowerment. You will feel more energetic, in a better mood, your mind sharper, more patient with family and colleagues. Feel in control of your sleep and health. Worry less about the future. And feel younger and more capable. Using idioms and advice from older generations. An older generation says, being able to eat and sleep well is like being an immortal. Meaning the utmost importance of health and peace through eating well and sleeping enough. Our grandparents often taught, first sleep, second food, third lying down, fourth sitting, emphasizing sleep as the most important factor for health. There is a proverb that says, "Don't play with health." Neglecting sleep can cause serious consequences. Bringing it all together. Sleep after 40 challenges and scientific solutions. Quality sleep after 40 can be harder due to biological changes, health issues, medications, habits, burden of worries, environment, and hidden disorders, especially in the US, where a busy lifestyle is common. However, that doesn't mean you have to accept restless nights. By understanding the causes and applying science-backed strategies, from improving sleep hygiene, managing stress, optimizing the environment, seeking medical help for underlying issues, to supporting your body with nutrition, you can significantly improve your sleep quality. Advice and recommendations. Make prioritizing sleep a non-negotiable part of your life. Be patient in applying sleep hygiene principles. Results may not come immediately. If you are experiencing persistent sleep difficulties, or have symptoms like loud snoring, pauses in breathing during sleep, or uncomfortable sensations in your legs at night, Do not hesitate to see a doctor for diagnosis and timely treatment. Consider learning about cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI. A highly recommended and effective method. Remember, an older generation says, "Health is gold. Don't let it fall." Treat sleep as a precious asset. Dear friends, good sleep after 40 is a completely achievable goal. By understanding the challenges and applying these scientific methods, you are investing in your clarity, energy, and overall health in the years to come. Don't hesitate to share your experience or favorite sleep improvement tip, or a question about sleep after 40 in the comments section below. Our community is here to learn and support each other. And if you found this video helpful and want to explore more tips on healthy living, managing stress, and improving your quality of life as you enter and pass middle age, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next videos.